guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a guest star named Olivia. The first thing that we are going to do is primer, and we're going to be using the Tacha, the Silk Canvas Primer in your T-zones. Sorry if you hear weird background noises. They're going to start singing. So we're just putting it in her T-zones. Oh, it feels really nice. It smells really good. Yeah. 10 to 10. It has great, like, makes your skin feel like smooth. I can tell. Okay. So, the next step after that is foundation. And for foundation, what shade do you think you'd be?
This is the one I use.
110?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm very pale.
Yeah, sorry, we had a rude interruption, so I just put the foundation on the back of my hand, and then we're going to be using this dampened beauty sponge to put it all over her face. The next step is concealer, and we're going to be putting this on her face to brighten it. But this is my concealer, so it looks like it's not going to really brighten it. That's okay.
It looks better in person than it does on the camera too.
Yeah. So after the concealer is on in place, and we put it on her forehead, the bridge of her nose, under her eyes, and her chin, we're going to blend it out. So I blend the forehead and the nose out first, and then the chin. And then to make the concealer like extra, like to make it last under your eyes, I'm just going to spritz her face with some face spray. So I'm just going to let it set on her face, and then we're going to blend underneath her eyes. On her face, we're going to take some translucent powder and set it. So I'm just putting this powder every single place that I put concealer, because like it really sets it into the skin and keeps it long lasting. And then for the rest of the face, I'm just going to be using like a face powder and a brush. So after I set her concealer with the translucent powder, I'm going to be taking the Covergirl Clean Matte powder in the shade 525 Buff Beige. So I'm just going to be taking this dense powder brush, or face brush I guess you could say, and then just set the rest of her foundation and concealer. So after the face is all set, we're going to take my Kat Von D shade and light contour palette and contour her face and make her look nice and skinny and chiseled out. So suck in. And eyeline up, turn your face that way, eyeline up the brush like with the top of her ear, and that's how I contour like that. Turn the other way. And do the same thing to the other side. Okay. And to make sure that this is blended out, I'm just going to be taking the Hoola Benefit bronzer and just bronze up her face and use the same brush and just add warmth to the rest of her face so she doesn't look like a ghost. And I'm just gonna you do.
I
And I'm just gonna
host.
You do. And I'm just gonna
host.
You do. So after that, I'm going to take this Ulta Tester Beauty Palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade here called Fantasy and use it as blush. And it's like a coral peachy blush, and it's really pretty, so smile. And we're just going to be putting it on the apples of her cheeks. And if you notice that it is way too pigmented, you can take your powder brush and then a little bit of your powder and just go over top of where you put it to like hide it. Okay, the next step of this makeup tutorial is highlight, and we're going to be taking the Becca Champaign Pop highlighter, and we're going to
Champagne pop
because it's popped, because it's all broken, and that's okay. And you're going to look that way, and we're just going to be putting this on the higher parts of her face. Oh my gosh, it is so bright. I put highlighter all the way up to the top of the forehead, because in the sun, when you go right here, it's all like on the side of your face. Sorry if you hear people in the background talking.
They're being a little bit rude and disrespectful.
Unfortunately, we couldn't have a closed household to do this. So we're going to do the other side of her face. Oh my gosh, can they see it? Oh, they kind of can.
Here, I'll do this.
So you can kind of see the glow.
Oh yeah, you can.
I'm putting on her nose. What's this called again?
Cupid's bow.
Your Cupid's bow. And then a little bit on her chin. And then we're going to move on to brows. Okay, so the next step is brows, and we're going to be using the Benefit Cup Brow, and it looks like this. It's like cute. All Benefit stuff is silver, so we're going to be using this in the shade 3. And what I'm going to do is Liv doesn't put lots of stuff in her brows because she has nice full brows, so we're just going to go underneath her brow and make a line, and then brush it up. We're also going to do just a quick, like a little line on top of her brow, and just like blend it all in. So that's the first brow, and then we're going to go off camera and do the other one, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and her brows are on, and then just to set her brows, we're going to be using the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3. It's just a tinted brow gel, and we're just going to set them in place. Oh my. Okay, so the next step is eyeshadow, and today we're just going for sort of like a subtle, natural look, so we'll just do like a little bit of a dark crease with a shimmer. So we're going to be using the Morphe 3502 palette, which looks like this. And so the first thing that we're going to do is just darken and define her crease. So we're just going to use this fluffy brush here. It's like a blending brush, and we're just going to use these two shades right here at the top, these two, and then just darken up her crease a little bit. So look at me, you know, like with eyes open so I can see your creases. Okay, close. Right there, and then we're just going to be taking these two darker browns right here, and then sort of darken up her look, like her outer crease. And we're just gonna do this like sort of like a V. Okay, so that's what our eyes look like right now, and then we're just gonna darken it a tiny bit more because that didn't really darken it as much as we wanted it to. So we're going to be taking these two darker browns right here at the bottom and then tap off the excess because we don't want it to be too dark. Off just to make it like a bolder look and darken it up a little tiny bit more, we're going to be using this dark brown and this really dark brown as well. Okay, so now that is done, we're going to be using this gold shimmer right here with my Anastasia brush, and then we're just going to put that on the inside of her crease and see how that looks. Okay, in order for this look to pop, we just want to spray it with some of the face spray just so that it shows up 10 times more bright than it would with no spray. Another blending brush, and we're just going to go in with the light shade right here in the corner and sort of like blend the shimmer and the crease together. Okay, so now that the eyeshadow's all on, we're going to go back in with the highlight and do her inner corner, and we're just going to make it pop. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to go off camera and do her lashes and eyeliner, and then we'll be right back. Okay, we are back for the final step, and the final step for this look is lips. And as you can see, she has her lashes and eyeliner on. It looks really good, and it like finished like the look. So we have these glossy colors, and we have the shade 2 and 3. So we're going to use the shade 3 on the outside of her lips, and then on the inside to brighten them, we're going to use the shade 2. Side done, and now we're just going to use the shade 2 in the middle to create like an ombre look. And now blend your lips together, and then we're going to spray your face to set it, and then we are all done. Well, thanks for having me, Kaylee. Back to my channel. So who did I just mimic? Who does that?
Kaylee,
Yeah.
what's like the female version of testosterone?
Just sorry. We'll just wait. Alright, go ahead.
Are you not recording?
We are.
We are.
Okay, so the next step is brows. Why do you keep making weird faces?
Because I'm just feeling myself.
Okay.
Could you be a little bit quieter in there?
I'm trying. I'm pissing.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, I'm sorry.
And that is it for the video. See you in the next one. Bye.